This is a momentous time for the Catholic Church in Oklahoma. We celebrate the beatification of one of our own, Blessed Stanley Francis Rother. We can't help but look at Blessed Stanley's life and witness as an example for us to follow. The theme of this year's appeal, Do All Things for the Glory of God, comes from 1 Corinthians. In this reading, St. Paul implores us that whatever our hopes, our desires, our actions, we should do all things for the glory of God. Blessed Stanley Rother is such a great example of this ideal. We're not all called to martyrdom, but we are all called to the service of others. Through the annual Catholic Appeal, we live out Blessed Stanley's example, helping young men and women attend Our Lady of Guadalupe youth camp, by sharing the gospel on college campuses, by providing the opportunity for the next generation of young men to go to the seminary, and in so many important ministries throughout the Archdiocese. The following stories are examples of how your generous support of the annual Catholic Appeal impacts the lives of Oklahomans living and serving throughout the Archdiocese.
Sophomore year of high school, both my parents lost their jobs, and we didn't really know what was going to happen. My faith life started declining. I need to get away for a while, escape from all the pressures of life. I need to have my faith life strengthened. And then here comes summer around, and my favorite week's popping up, Camp Olag. And we're sitting there talking about everything we've gone through. We prayed about it. I go home and I have a positive outlook on it. I'm saying, hey, we're gonna get through this.
Our Lady of Guadalupe, it calls you back, it really does.
It's a place called home, really. I love every part about Camp Olag. The people, the staff, the facilities.
There's so many experiences, whether it be campfire, archery,
fishing, foursquare, drama, swimming, volleyball, basketball, canoeing, water slide,
arts and crafts.
Some of my best memories are at this camp.
The first time I came to Our Lady of Guadalupe, I was in the 4th grade.
I met Jack and Alex, kind of hit it off, kind of talked around camp a little bit, and then our friendship kind of grew more and more.
We've been friends for 15 years now, and we would come back to camp every single summer.
And then we became counselors. We pretty much grew up together like 15 years later, and we're here having a director role at the camp.
If you have a friend out here at camp, it seems to me more morally sounded and grounded in faith, just to be comfortable with praying with your friends and growing and learning through that.
Daily Mass is something that we do here, and it's awesome to hear a bunch of kids singing. And this chapel just lights up.
When you start just being able to go to daily Mass and receive communion every single day at a young age, it adds a deeper growth in your faith to make you want to pursue it more. Camp Olag has completely changed my life. It just creates servants for God.
The impact that you make from donating that is something that you'll never know how touching you really are to that kid that might be in the canoe, or that person that might be able to come here because they got a scholarship. It really does change hearts, and it changes lives every single day.
The day of the ordination was a strange sense of beginning something. It was the culmination of so much happening, and God had so much stretched out before me that I couldn't even imagine what it was going to be. All along, it's been this sense of leadership and kind of helping other people and guiding them. It's just sort of my natural way of being. It's at a Catholic artwork camp. It was a big high school gym, and there was the Blessed Sacrament in the middle. These people spanned out all around, and I had this really strong sense of spiritual responsibility for the people of God. And it was very distinctly, okay, that's priesthood, and I have to pursue this. I was accepted as a seminarian for the Archdiocese. And without support of people sending us to seminary, it would have been a lot harder road. Seminary gives us so much. My image of the priesthood at the beginning was based mostly around saying Mass, preaching, maybe teaching a class here and there. But really, so much of priesthood is focused on encountering the person. If we stayed out of the messiness of people's lives, it really wouldn't be priesthood, I think, as Jesus meant it to be. So it was, of course, a surreal moment to finish these years and years of praying about becoming a priest, thinking about it, being ready for it, and then it's so suddenly it's here. Okay, now for ordination. We did all the laying prostrate, vestments and oils and chalices and all of the details of that. And I had this moment of, I knew I was a priest. I knelt down and said, thank you, Lord, for this. For so long, priesthood has been this thing that's over there, but finally I have an assignment. I'm currently assigned to all 3 parishes that are run by Enid.
Father Kelly Edwards, I would call him a real salt of the earth kind of person. He's able to relate to people in a very impactful way. This is a strong selling point for the ACA, that we support those who are studying for the priesthood. We're supporting the formation of a future priest that may be here in Enid serving our parish. That's exciting, and I want to give to that.
It's certainly an investment in the future to spend that money on young men whom you may not even know, but from my experience, I can attest that it's certainly money well spent, so thank you for that.
Stories like these only begin to show the impact of your generosity. Today, I'm asking you to support the important ministries funded through the annual Catholic Appeal. When we come together to provide support for ministry, we can have an amazing impact on people. It is in doing all things for the glory of God, by helping others become disciples of Jesus Christ, where we find the greatest impact. This has been a time of grateful celebration through the example of so many of you embracing a life of missionary discipleship. Thank you for your commitment to God and to your neighbors. May God bless you as we continue to work together to go make disciples.